want to be. And I was motivated, but I couldn't clear my NDA. Gave it twice, but that didn't stop me from pursuing my passion. I did my graduation, and then after I prepared for my CDS, and I cleared. What I would like to say is that SSB for me wasn't something that it can be done under start preparing, and in 2 months you'll get recommendation. That's not there. It's a complete personality development. If you see, personality development, improvisation takes time, in my opinion, and that is what it's been 5 years, and I mean I took 5 years. Probably some people here are definitely faster than me engaging what is right and what is not right. So I first heard about AMAS in December last year itself. I was following sir on YouTube. I would hear his videos, but one time I realized that I think I need his personal guidance, and I applied and I got here. A lot of people had recommended me that what you learn here you don't learn anywhere else, and that came out to be true. I got recommended twice, which I did. I got recommended in my 4th attempt. In my first 2 attempts, I got conference out. My second attempt, I was a borderline. I'll say my conference was 20 minutes, and thereafter 3rd and 4th attempt, I cleared. My first SSB when I got recommended was in Allahabad, and I reported on 17th of January. In basic procedure, again you go through a screening, and I think AMAS was a very blessing in disguise for me, because the picture that had come in my PPT was the same picture that I had practiced here.
Okay, this was
It was
lady in the balcony.
Yes, a lady in the balcony, and she's just looking out, and she's thinking. And though sir had told me that see the picture, observe for 30 seconds, and then mention what has been asked to you. But since I had already done that, I didn't take much time. And thereafter, I wrote my story, what I had done, and I knew that I would get screened. Then between the time that is you give your narration and time you get a break, I was practicing my narration. At least I did 50 times. I had to make sure that it is well within time range, and I mentioned all the important aspects. Thereafter, narrated confidently, and again, GD as I went. Got screened in, and as first day documentations got over. Then second day again site test, and again you need rest on the first day, because second day is generally the most hectic of all. Because site days and interviews might pile up on that particular day itself. And was the same case with me. I was test number 8, and we were only 10 in the batch, so I knew my interview was on the second day itself. So after my site test, my interview was there. And again, I was very confident in interview, because what I was taught is that you have to research your PIQ very well. From whatever you write in your PIQ, that is from the top left corner to your SSB number to the last bottom right corner, that is you mention a chest number of your previous SSB. Everything matters. You should know everything. And that is what I did. I made a proper register for everything, from what places I stayed at, and what are the significances, what schools I had been to, and who are the famous alumni, sports, all the important trophies that I have won in that sport, and everything. I researched everything. That made me confident. Also, I remember sir made me write all these CIQs in my notebook. Every education, family, hobbies. That had also gave me confidence, because
Yesterday I told them to write, they have not written. I'm checking. You will finish it today. You heard him?
Write it or you get removed from the group. Because I did see some people get removed, and I got scared. And honestly speaking, I have never done homework in my life. I've never been. I was always an outdoor kid since childhood. But for the first time when I was here, I took my homework seriously, because I saw people get kicked out of the group. So I was like, this is a serious thing, and it was going to define my career after some time, and I did. And my interview went well. I lasted an hour or so, diligently and average division. Thereafter, 3rd and 4th days GTO, and I don't think you need GTO advices from me. I mean, sir must have given you a lot. And I mean,
How was your conference? How was your command task?
Command task, my first command task, again my both command tasks in which I got recommended were boundary cuisines. And as sir had said that if you get a different helping material or rotatable structure, probably GTO must have rated you higher. So during GTO I only wished for one thing, that my command task has to be hard. I can't expect, whatever command task I get, I'll give my 12. But if it's a command task of like something which is rotatable or helping material or anything is being taken off, that means GTO has rated me higher. so my recommendation rate also gets higher. And second command test was different because this time my helping material was different. I didn't get a traditional rope. I got a proper trapezium structure. So I knew that my recommendation rate is high. I just have to perform well, and I was confident that I'll get through. So GTO has given me those 5 golden rules. That is good enough. And both during my recommendations, both times in January and March, I only revised my notes that sir had given me. Now, though the book is available, we didn't have book that time, so I made proper notes. So 5 golden rules, every time I went into that PGT, command task or half group task or FGT for that matter, those 5 rules are universal. You apply them, solutions will come to your mind. The crux is that you have to be organized. That is what I learned here. Initially, I thought I was weak in these areas, but then sir made me organize myself properly. And then I started seeing that they are not difficult at all, just organize your mind. And I think one of the most important things for SSB is lecture it as well. If you prepare your lecture it well, there are 3 things to it. It is like from one arrow you are shooting 3 targets. If you prepare for your lecture it well, you will give a good lecture it. And if that topic is not available, probably something in your GD might come up. So you have materials for 3 minutes. And interview as well if you ask you about any relations or anything that is happening recently. So you will be able to answer that as well and you will be confident. And coming to my conference, I think it is one of the most important aspects in the SSB. Most of the people don't take conference seriously. They think after command task, FGT, SSB is over. But that is not the case. I can definitely assure you of that because I have seen what happened in conference. And mostly what people think is conference is just 2 minutes and that's it. And you're going home. It's not that. If that being the case, it would have been just after the command task itself. But it is the first time when all assessors meet and discuss you. And that is a very important day. You might be asked questions as to how would you rate your performance by any SRT. So you need to be prepared for that. If you couldn't answer any question in the interview, go to the cyber cafe, research or what else he can ask you. That adds a lot. And between my 2 months, the first time I got recommended and the second time, I didn't stop. When I got recommended for OTA, I was happy, but I realized that this job is only half done. I still have one more SSB to go, and that is my aim. I wanted to offer regular commission. So I kept on working. I made sure that I have to improve my general awareness. And I worked upon that. I also improved my endurance because
even I can see you pulled down.
Yes, sir.
Reduced about 4-5 kg at least, isn't it?
Because I realized that you cannot be complacent in SSB. That's what I would like to tell you. Till the time it is not written in black and white that you are getting recommended or you are not getting recommended, don't believe anyone. Till the time the assessor comes and announces the result. That's what I have realized. And because even though I got recommended, I had expectations from myself that I have to improvise because SSB will expect me to improvise because I have been recommended once. And even if you are recommended, that only doesn't give you a plus point. When I got my call letter for IMSSB at Kapurthala, we were 70 people had reported, and in which there were 8 previously recommended people. And of those, only me and one more person at exit 2 only got screened in. That means even recommended candidates don't get that edge if you feel. That is why I realized that I can't get complacent till the time the result comes out. I have to keep on working hard. And if one task goes wrong, I cannot just sit back and sulk over it. I have to keep on working because next task is also very equally important. So you have to keep on working till the time you don't get that result. Don't sit back and relax. Not even till your conference. Think of everything that you have undertaken in the last 5 days. Do you feel that there was something I could have done better? Then go and research about it. Maybe probably the interviewing officer or whoever takes your conference will ask you this question. And if you answer it well, you are definitely going to get recommended. If you don't, then your conference is on you. You cannot say that the assessor didn't recommend you. You had the recommendation in your own hands and you were the only ones who messed it up. So I just like to say, when I first reported to EMAS, sir told me about RLB, that is relevance, logical and practical. SSB was all about that. If you follow these 3 rules, and I'm pretty sure there's no guarantee to it, but if you do these things, I'm very sure you're on the right track, and you'll eventually get through. Because I got through my 4th attempt. People have gotten down the 20th attempt as well, so you're on the right lines.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Anybody would like to ask anything since Riddhant is here? For the second recommendation on 30th March for IMA, I'll request Riddhant to accept this.